Hey everybody, how are you doing? And can you believe I am on to my last Christmas in July DIY? Guys, I was so in love with these little silver trays, okay? I mean, I loved them. So I wanted to do something in the same manner as these, but what I wanted to do was bigger, so I kept trying to think what I could possibly do it on. So I came up with a cookie sheet. And what we're going to do is an advent calendar. And it's going to still be in the same type of decor in which I'm going to be doing again this year, which is the buffalo plaid and snowmen and gingerbread. So what I did is I went to the Dollar Tree, got one of these cookie sheets, and I'm going to turn it over because it's going to give me a little bit more room, because this side, the lip of this would kind of stop what I wanted to do. So I'm going to turn it over, and I already took the liberty of getting stuff done beforehand instead of having to turn off the camera and turn it back on, because I'm not going to waste your time doing things that are tedious that you would know how to do. So with that being said, let me show you. I'm using the buffalo check, and I used this last year if I'm not mistaken. I used some of this on my pumpkins for fall. Anyway, then I bought some stickers, okay, from Hobby Lobby, and I just put down, and they're just sticky on the back. I put it down here because I kept trying to figure out where I wanted things to go. So Christmas is going to go down here. Now, I'm not going to adhere anything permanently. A tiny, tiny little bit of hot glue at the very end, and it'll just be on the paper here. So this baking sheet will be able to be used again. How I'm going to adhere it is with our magnets, just like we did with the silver trays. And that holds it on perfectly, okay? So, what I did is, after I cut this to size, and I am not going to paint this. I like the look of the metal, but you could. I mean, you could paint this black, you could paint it white, you could do whatever you want with it. But I'm leaving it its natural silver color. Then what I did is I had some of these numbers, and you can get anything that you want as far as numbers. You can, with your Cricut or your silhouette, or you can buy them, or you can draw them. I mean, if you have good penmanship, go for it. I don't, but. So what I did is I cut them out, and then I backed them on some black scrapbook paper. And then I cut just a tiny little piece of this magnet that I've had forever in tiny little pieces, as you can see. Very, very tiny. And these are sticky to begin with when you peel off the paper off of here. And if it isn't sticky and you're getting magnets that are the little circle ones, whatever the case is, if they're not sticky, then go ahead and glue them onto, you know, your numbers. But mine was sticky, so that worked out perfectly for me. All right, now, so you need your cookie sheet, your scrapbook paper, and then whatever you want to embellish them with. What I'm going to use is just some jute, some pieces of an old garland, the real cheapy garland, and then I got a couple of these picks, and I have another snowflake like what I put on that silver tray I did with Everly. So whatever kind of embellishment you want. I also made a bow out of this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. And then I had a couple of these little stockings that I've had forever, and I mean forever. They were clearance to 75% when I worked at the grocery store. And I bought a whole bunch of them. And I've used them through the years, and this is what I had left. So these are going to also be a part of it. And then I'm going to put it on a little silver easel, okay? Now, what you could do, if you wanted to hang it, you would have to then glue it, of course, and then put a hanger on the back of this and hang it. But I'm not going to hang it. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put it on an easel. So I'm going to get my easel now and heat up my glue gun. As soon as the glue gun's heated, we're going to put this together. Okay, it is almost heated up. I also wanted to show you, this is the easel I'm going to put it on, and it goes with the silver really pretty. Again, from Dollar Tree. And like I said, the stickers came from Hobby Lobby. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on the easel now because it's going to be easier for me to be able to put things where I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan out a little bit more so you can see. Okay, what I did is I went ahead and put the baking sheet onto the easel because this is how I'm going to decorate with it. You know, it's going to be sitting like this. So, and I also saved a couple numbers just to put together with you so you can see, not that you need to see, but sometimes people like to watch the process at least to some extent. So I have my pop-ups, okay, because I wanted these popped up. I didn't want to put them flat because it does make a difference. So what I do, and you can cut this, you don't need to use the whole square for one. Again, if I was making this for a gift, I would do differently than I do for myself. I would probably use a full square. I would glue things down. I would just do it differently than what I do for myself, is the bottom line. So you're just going to put a little bit of the pop-up onto your black scrapbook paper. Put them out with this. This is just a square punch. And I already have my magnets cut out and the paper peeled off. So let's just cut this. And you know what you could do, like I tell you all the time, when you're getting things ready for a project, just when you're watching TV, just go on to Pinterest or whatever and decide what you want to use, how you want to tweak it to make it your own. Cut out whatever you need to cut out to put together kind of an assembly line. It goes a lot quicker. Okay. And this would be cute. You could do it probably, you know, standing straight up on its ends, you know. But I liked this format better for how I'm using it. Now I'm going to put the magnet, and like you see, it's just sticky. And I didn't know if this was going to be strong enough to hold, you know, going through the paper onto the cookie sheet, but it works like a charm. Okay, so now days till Christmas, I'm going to back days up against some black scrapbook paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, because I want this popped up as well. And now you could be done by just, you know, putting your numbers up on the cookie sheet, but I gotta be true to myself, and I'm all about the embellishments. So there is your days popped up. Till I don't think I'm going to back this one. I'm going to leave it as it is. And what I'm going to do now is put my numbers where I think I want them. And I bought a whole package of these red little berries last year at Hobby Lobby, and these really come in handy. I also, from last year, bought the little pine cones with the berries on it already. I'm going to use these as well. But let's put the numbers on now. So I want to leave myself a little bit of room here, because I'm going to embellish this corner. So I'm going to move this one over a little bit. I'm also, look how good those stick with the magnets. I'm also going to leave a little area, so every day that you put the number onto this and you're going to clip it on, okay, I want to leave a little area open so it's not going to be laying over another number. See how those magnets just work so perfect? I want to get this as straight as I can. And if these get a little crooked, you can just tweak them. Okay, now the 9, like I said, I want to leave room here for the number that's going to be put on, so I'm going to put this 9 over here, leaving a space here for our new number every day. What's nice about the checkerboard in this is that you can kind of line it up to some degree. Which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead, finish putting on the numbers. As soon as the numbers are on, I'll be back and we'll start embellishing. Okay, all my numbers are on, and I tried to position them the way that I thought they looked best. So for now, that's how I'm leaving these. What you could do also, now I don't have any little kids at home, but even, well, and the grandkids, I mean, they wouldn't be here every day like your kids would be at home. But what you could do is write a little message on the back and either put another piece of paper where you could write on it or use a white pen if you're using the black, and just put down something on there, either be a message to them or something you could do that day. For instance, you know, go shopping on the first. On the second day, bake cookies on the third day. You get my drift, okay? So you could do that. What I'm going to do in these little Christmas stockings, I'm going to put candy in one, and then this one is going to hold the numbers as each number goes down, that's counted down, until you're left with just that one number. Okay, and then I'll show you how I'm going to adhere these to this after. Now, you wouldn't even have to do like I'm doing. You could just lay them against it, you know what I mean, or put it next to, if it's on a table. Whatever way you want to do it, you can do it. But I'm going to show you one way that you could put it onto this. All right, but first, let's go ahead and let's decide how we're going to embellish this corner. And I don't have any new picks because there aren't any out yet. So That was kind of a drag. But I'm going to start by just gluing this little bit of garland, okay? What I'm doing is I'm trying to have an anchor so I can nestle days up into this, okay? But you got to start with the base. Just going to hold that there for a minute. You see the reason now why I put it on the easel to work on it. When you have something that you're going to be sitting up, I like working on it in that way because you can tell what it's going to look like a lot better than if it's laying down. I think I'm going to put my berries then here. And again, once I'm done with this, the only thing that's going to be adhered together is what you're seeing right now, okay? And that's just on the paper, so it's no big deal. And even if a little bit of that glue got onto the baking, it's no big deal. I can peel it right off. All right. I like that pop of red with the red in the numbers. Okay, so now I'm going to just put days and what you could do if you wanted is you could just take a little bit of glue, put it on the back here just so it doesn't fall. I'm going to see how it works. I don't know if I want till to be actually connected to this. I think I'm going to glue it right here is what I'm going to do, because then you have days till Christmas, okay? And then down here, I think I want to put one of these pine cones. And I'm going to put another one up there. I love to embellish. If you're looking for a minimalist, it's not me. It never has been. Nothing wrong with them though. Nothing wrong at all. Actually, I do like that bow there. I think I'm going to put, I like these little, I love these little things actually, with the little berries and the pine cone. Look how cute. Picture that with the black and white in the kitchen with the snowmen, gingerbread men. I put the bow and the berry. Now I got to put my days back on, is I will glue just a little of this to the back. Just so it stays adhered. And I'm going to glue, so it, because it's a little top heavy, I'm going to glue back here just a little bit. Again, this will peel right off. I guarantee it. It's not going to stay there. But it anchors that better for what we're using it for the time being. Okay. A little. Glue a little of this onto the paper and put that there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to decide how to do these stockings. Get a little berry on there, a little bit of red, a little pop there. Perfect. Okay, now, like I said, if you were hanging this on the wall, you could just go ahead, and there's your magnet. And I already tied a piece of jute because I just wanted to see. Okay, you could hang it with your stockings and be done with it. Putting it on an easel, I think the best bet is going to be, instead of putting them on with the magnet, is just to go ahead and wherever I put them, lay them next to it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off, and I already know where I want to put this on my antique sewing machine. It's when you first come in the door, or what you see before you leave. So this would look pretty just with these laying like this, okay? And I'll bring the camera down and show you after I'm done. But like I said, what I would do is you could either write something on the back, just a little something, or you could write something on a piece of parchment paper and roll it up and tie 25, okay, little notes or what you would like to do that day when they take off one number. I'm just using it to take, when I take the numbers off, they'll go in this one, and this that they will get when they take the number off. So that's how it's going to work. Now you could put these two, you know, on both sides. I'm going to lay them like this when I do it. And that is my Advent calendar. Guys, this Christmas in July series was so much fun. And now I'm back to summer. Jeez, what a whirlwind. Now I'm back on to summer. We're going to go ahead and start with our faux desserts again. And before you know it, we're going to be going into fall. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. So I will be back in just 1 minute and bring you down closer to see it. Okay, everybody. So bringing you down so you can see it a lot closer. There is the word days, and there's a little bow I made, and I love those berries and pine cones. Those are so cute. And then with the stickers, and they're dimensional stickers, as you can see, and they're sparkly, which I like that little touch of glitz with the rest that looks more farmhouse. And then here's the numbers. And now what you could do is you could ink around every one of those numbers with black or gray or red, whatever you'd want to do, so you wouldn't see any of the white. Okay, so I wanted to bring you down and show you up close. So here's the days that I just took the stickers from Hobby Lobby and put it onto the black and white buffalo check. And then this little pick with the berries, and then these little pine cones. I absolutely love those, and I use them a lot in my Christmas decor. And then over here, the till, I just put that, so it'd be days till, and then the numbers, and I just put a little bow that I just hot glued. The magnet that will be holding the new number every day. And then down here, by the Christmas, I just put a little bit more of that leftover garland with one of those snowflakes I used for Everly's picture on the other tray, the frame I made. And then I'm just going to lay the 2 stockings, and I'll put those like I have, or I'll put the one here where they're together. I don't know yet how I'll do that, but you'll see it when I do my Christmas home tour. And this will go on my antique sewing machine. So guys, I want to thank you again for another wonderful Christmas in July, for coming in and sharing it with me. I love doing this. It's so much fun. It starts to kick us off into fall that's going to be upon us very soon, and I will be doing more DIYs for that. So I just want to thank you again. And until we get together again, and we will, remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. Talk to you soon.